Niddah Daf Nun Daled. The Mishnah on Nun Gimel on Beis discusses a woman who's a toya, a woman who on the final day of her Niddah, of her 7 Niddah days, Ben Hashmashais, which is a suffix if it's from the 7th day or the 8th day, she sees dam. And now she doesn't know if the dam that she saw is part of her Niddah days and therefore she can go to the mikveh that night and she's tar, or perhaps it's part of her Ziva days and that's the beginning of Ziva, she's a Zavak Tana. Or a woman who at the final day of her Ziva days, on day 11 of Ziva, she sees dam ben hashmashais. She doesn't know if that's part of her Ziva, or perhaps it's the beginning of her Niddah days, and that throws her into 7 days of Tumah. And it has ramifications later on. Even if we're going to be machmer on this woman, say she has to keep 7 days of Niddah, what happens if on day 7, 8, 9 she sees dam, is she a Zavak Gdoila, or perhaps one of the days is part of Niddah? And this goes on. She's a Toya, she never knows what cycle she's in, what is she part of Niddah or part of Ziva. The Gemara brings 10 cases that are very similar. A woman who has an erratical cycle. The first case is a woman who sees a dam every other day. She alternates days. One day she sees, one day she doesn't. So this woman on day 7 can go to the mikvah and she's mutter to her husband on that night and mutter to her husband on the entire day 8. And even on day 8 at night, she's mutter to her husband. This is a woman who sees dam during the daytime. However, on day 9, she becomes a zavaktana, therefore she must wait 1 day, shemeres yom. She can go to the mikveh that night and be with her husband that night. So on day 10, she's mutter to her husband. The same thing happens again because this happens throughout her life. 1 day, yes, 1 day, not. So therefore, she's shemeres yom on day 12, goes to the mikveh on day 12, she's allowed to be with her husband on day 12. Day 14 and day 16, and she's allowed to be with her husband for all these days. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days that she's mutter to be with her husband. Or 4 days, because we don't count. Now, if she saw dam during the night, then the only time she's mutter to be with her husband is on day 8, because on day 10, she's not allowed to be with her husband because she has to be choishesh for veses that perhaps she'll see dam. Even if she doesn't see dam, she's usher to be with her husband. The same case if she alternates every 2 days. 2 days dam, 2 days no dam, 2 days dam. So she goes to the mikveh day 7. She's mutter to be with her husband on day 8. She sees dam 2 more days. She becomes a zavaktana. Zavaktana must wait 1 day. She cannot be with her husband day 11, but she goes to the mikveh day 11 at night. She's mutter to be with her husband day 12. Then she sees dam again for 2 days. She becomes a zavaktana. She goes to the mikveh day 15. She's shemeres yom on day 15. She goes to the mikveh. She's mutter to her husband day 16. So Mela, in this case, she's mutter 1, 2, 3 days to be with her husband. What's different about this case and the other cases, there's a big chiddush la'alacha here. Why is it that she's not allowed to be with her husband on day 19? There is a concept that since, as you see here, day 18 is the final day of the Niddah Ziva cycle. The cycle for Ziva days is 11 days, plus 7 is 18. Memela, since she's only a Zavaktana right over here, she should not have to wait an extra day, shemeres yom on day 19, because the cycle is over. Once the cycle is over, she's mutter to go to the mikveh and be with her husband. The Gemara calls this a gargaron. Whoever's with his wife on this day is a gargaron, like a fresser, sort of. So from this Gemara, you see that's not just a not nice thing to be because of exer that perhaps he might forget and be with his wife during the Ziva days, but it's also usr. According to Rav Ashi, the reason why it's usr is because day 17 she's a zavaktana and she must do a shmiras yom. That shmiras yom should have been here, but she couldn't because she saw dam. So therefore, we defer the shomer yom of 17 to day 19, and that's why this woman is usher. Next case is a woman who sees dam every 3 days. 3 days yes, 3 days not. She goes to the mikvah on day 7. She continues seeing dam. She becomes a zavaktana only because this is a part of her Niddah days. Over here, she's shomer yom. She's mutter to her husband for 2 days. She sees dam for 3 days in a row. That makes her a zavak daila. Zavak daila, this woman has a major problem now. Zavak daila requires 7 days naki. She can never have 7 days naki because immediately she sees dam every 3 days. Therefore, she can never be with her husband for the rest of her life. Same holds true if she sees dam every 4 days. 4 days clean, she could be with her husband on day 8. She sees 4 days right over here. She becomes a zavak daila. She requires shiva nakim, and that will never happen. She can never be with her husband. Same thing if she sees 5 days in a row and 5 days she's clean. She's mutter to be with her husband for 3 days right over here. And then she sees dam again, she becomes a zavak daila, and she can never be with her husband. Same thing with 6 days, she's mutter to go to the mikveh right here, she's mutter with her husband for 5 days. She sees dam again right over here, she becomes a zavak daila, usher to be with her husband forever. 7 is really easy. 7 days of dam, 7 days no dam. She's mutter to be with her husband for this entire week. Then she sees dam again. She becomes a zabak daila. She has to wait zayin nikim, but she can't because she's still seeing dam. She waits zayin nikim right over here, and she's mutter to be with her husband all over again in the beginning of the month. Here's where it gets very interesting. The calendar of 8. She sees dam 8 days. Memela, she's a zaba right over here. She has to wait 1 day. Shemer Siyam right over here. She's mutter to be with her husband all throughout these days. Then she sees dam over here. Now this is where it gets interesting because these 2 days are ziva days. This is day 18. This is the final day of the ziva cycle. Memela right over here. Niddah starts. She doesn't become a zava gdaila. Niddah could break into ziva days and start a new cycle of niddah as long as she's not a zava gdaila. Since over here she's only zava ktana, only 2 days. She starts her niddah cycle, and therefore niddah lasts up to day 25, but this woman didn't see dam on day 25. She only sees 8 days, but she's still in niddah until day 25. Right over here, she goes to the mikvah, she's mutter to her husband, etc. Now, the second part of it, this is the second part of a woman who sees 8 days. She's mutter, day 32. Now, here's what's very interesting. Day 36 is 2 times a cycle of 18 days. Memela. On day 37 is really when her days of niddah are supposed to start, as you see in the chart. Yemei niddah. Therefore, even though she stops seeing dam on day 40, she's still in Yemei Niddah all the way to day 43. The Gemara had a havamina that she should not be mutter to her husband on day 48, since she has to start perhaps Zayin Akim on day 44. The Gemara says, no, you could use these 4 days right over here as Zayin Akim, since she doesn't see dam. Even though she's in Yemei Niddah, theoretically, since she's completely clean, she's allowed to be with her husband. And the Gemara brings a raya from a woman who gives birth. She miscarries after she saw dam for 2 days, and she has no idea what she miscarried. So it's a real big suffix if she's a zava, if she's a ledes, and the halacha is she brings a carbon, and you cannot eat the carbon on the suffix. However, the days after the birth that are clean, they count towards her ziva days. So you see, they could use days of leida for ziva, so too you can use days of niddah for ziva. And now we're going to go back to the final 2 charts. If a woman sees dam every 9 days, 9 days yes, 9 days not, so she's mutter to her husband on day 11, all the way throughout to day 18, then she becomes a niddah again, and the cycle starts over. Now, if a woman sees dam every 10 days, so what happens is, on day 8, 9, 10, she becomes a zavak daila. She has to wait zayin akim, and then she can be with her husband for 3 days. In other words, the amount of ziva days that you have over here, that's the amount that she's mutter to her husband. And therefore, if a woman sees 100 days, she is a zava, she's a niddah for 7 days, and then she's a zava for 93 days. So every 100 days she sees dam, and then she doesn't see dam. So the first 7 days she's a niddah, 93 days she's a zava. Then the next 100 days where she doesn't see dam, the first 7 days she has to keep zayin akim, and then she's mutter to her husband for 93 days. In other words, the amount of days that you are a zava, those are the amount of days that you're mutter to your husband. So in this case, she was a zava for 93 days. She's mutter to her husband for 93 days. Have a wonderful day.